In his apology video, Will apologizes to everyone from Chris Rock and his mother to Academy producer Will Packard to the fellow nominees like Questlove and many, many others. Was it enough? Was the apology too late? Will said he didn't realize how many people his action hurt. So, wouldn't the same hold true for Chris concerning the joke? Wouldn't Chris Rock, using the same line of reasoning, then owe Jada's mom an apology? Alopecia is a medical condition, and to make light or a joke of it is insensitive. What practically everyone is forgetting is what precipitated the slap in the first place. Chris Rock is not an innocent bystander. He made an insulting and an insensitive joke about a person's medical condition if you're looking at this from the standpoint of one suffering from alopecia. Will then apologize to Chris's brother Tony. I get that because they were friends. And so he needed to apologize to his friend because it was his friend's brother. And friends or not, at the end of the day, Chris is Tony's family. But I don't think that their friendship is beyond repair. On the contrary, the fact that Will took the time to reflect on his action gave him the insight to see that his action did involve others, but it also went a long way in adding validity to the sincerity of his apology. And true friends do forgive one another. Will next owns up to the fact that in no way was his action the proper way to handle a feeling of disrespect and insult felt by Chris' joke. And I add the words from his wife's point of view, as Jada was the one who was displeased by the rolling of her eyes and the disgust on her face. And then reading many of the comments concerning Will's apology, they feel that he was insincere. Why is it so hard to believe that Will's apology was sincere? I mean, Will stated he hates letting people down, that it's his central trauma. And you know what? That rings true, as his character up until the slap proves that it was not the norm and was totally out of his character. To the contrary, he was and still is, to many people, very likable. I mean, he's always jovial, always happy, and upbeat. Here's a man who came on the scene in his teens, and he is now what, 52 years old? And within that wait, let me repeat it for the people in the back 40-year career span, he made one mistake. One mistake. In light of that fact, it is not and should not be hard to believe his apology is sincere. I mean, the man is human and an imperfect human, like all of us. We all make mistakes. We all, at one point or another, have let someone down, sometimes repeatedly. Why then can't Will be shown grace? Why then is Chris dragging this out by responding to Will's reaching out to him with a, I'm not ready to talk? Action speaks louder than words. And if, as Shell stated in her part, that Chris wants this to be over, wouldn't he accept the olive branch and hear Will out? Will can't do any more than apologize. He's been and is still being dragged through the mud much longer than is necessary based on his character in the past. He's been suspended from the academy for 10 years, which is 8 years too long. He took the time, 4 months to be exact, to reflect, showing that he took what he did seriously. He publicly apologized and abased himself, as he should, since the incident did occur on the air. What further is needed? What other reason could there be for a person to be unwilling to allow someone to redeem themselves? There are two parts of the apology that I have a problem with. The first one is his response to the question of, did Jada say something to you after she rolled her eyes? I mean, why do you think they asked that question? Let's review, shall we? The televised camera lens showed the only one who had a problem with the joke was Jada. Everyone, and I do mean everyone, including Will, in that camera shot reacted with laughter to the joke, with the exception of Jada. That's why the question was so obvious. I mean, how do you go, Will, from a knee jerk reaction of laughter to then getting up on the stage and slapping Chris. Even Will's body language and the cadence of his voice is different in the video when he's responding to that question, and also when he says Jada had nothing to do with it. I mean, that's so far fetched as the joke was about Jada. The annoyance was emanating from Jada. The eye roll was from Jada. Will was not looking at Jada when she rolled her eyes, so how did he know she was not happy about the joke? It stands to reason, and it is logical to think that she had to have said something to him in order for him to know she was displeased. So, how could she not have anything to do with it? I even saw a clip of her red table talk where Jada said, "These two men need to sit down and talk." My reaction? What you talking about, Willis? I mean, she's still making it a Will problem while totally disregarding her part in this whole situation. Makes a thinking person wonder why she never supports Will, while clearly Will is still protecting her. The second part I have a problem with is Will saying sorry for the heat he brought on his family. Scratching my head. What heat? Again, this is far fetched to say the least. Why does Will have to apologize for the entire world crisis? I mean, it was Will's star power that allowed the launching of his son's acting career. And yes, Jaden is quite talented at acting. It also allowed the launching of Willow's singing career. Again, Willow is talented. She really can sing. But come on, the saying still remains, it's not what you know, but who you know. And there's nothing wrong with that, as we all do it. We all know that it never hurts to have friends in high places. It cuts out some of the paying dues steps that we take in order to arrive. Will does not need to further abase himself. The slap was one act. The apology is the resulting and fitting reaction. End of chapter. Close this book. As Shell stated, what is the motive behind not accepting the apology? Could it be financial? Could it be to extend the 15 minutes of fame from the slapping incident to an hour or longer? Of the three people involved in the incident, Jada, Will, and Chris, the only one with the true global and longevity star power is Will. Think on that for a while. Well, peeps, that's our review. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below as we like hearing from you. Please share this video and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to turn on your post notification, and if you're new to this channel, please help us out and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.